viewers, welcome to Botany Point. This video is about plasma membrane and here we will cover introduction, definition and structure of plasma membrane and also discuss about two model, unit membrane model and fluid mosaic model, and further topic will be posted later. So let's start the video. Here the introduction. So plasma membrane is very thin, elastic and semi-permeable. Okay, it is very thin with elastic and also it's so semi-permeable type. So in our previous video we already discussed that the cell wall is what? Permeable. The cell wall membrane, the layer is permeable, which is outermost non-living layer. Okay, and the plasma membrane is second layer, or you can say the first living layer. The first living layer which is semi-permeable. Okay, the cell wall is what? Permeable, but this one is the plasma membrane is semi-permeable or selectively permeable. That means it only gives permission to get enter the needed substance. Clear? So here we can mention that point. See, the plasma membrane is very thin, elastic and semi-permeable. Okay. Now come to know some name given by the scientist here. C. Nack and C. Kramer, 1885, he named the plasma membrane as cell membrane. Remember, okay? And then J.Q. Powell at the year of 1931, he named the plasma membrane as biological membrane or plasma lemma. Okay? Now come about the second point, that is it was shown in microdissection process that the plasma membrane can't remove or even badly damage even for a short time without death of the cell. So during the microdissection process, it will be observed what? The plasma membrane. If it is in live condition, then the removal of that membrane, it can't possible. Okay, it is very difficult to remove that plasma membrane during their live condition, but if it is dead, then only can the plasma membrane easy to remove or damage. Okay, so we can write that point also. See here, so in that is microdissection shows that the plasma membrane can't be removed or badly damaged even for a such time without what? Without death of the cell. Clear? Okay, this is our second point. Now come to our third point. So generally what we know, the plasma membrane is the what? Second layer, or you can say that plasma membrane is the living, okay, living first layer, because the non-living first layer is cell wall. Here we study about the plant cell. Okay, so plant cell contain cell wall and also plasma membrane, and the cell wall is the first layer, that is non-living kind, and then second layer is plasma membrane, that is living kind. So here we can mention that point also. The first outermost living layer is considered as plasma membrane, because this one is living and cell wall is non-living. Remember. So here we can write down that point also. See, the plasma membrane is generally considered as the outermost layer or outermost living part of the cell. Okay, and the plant cell differs from the animal cell in processing an additional non-living cell wall external to the plasma membrane. Okay, so external cell wall is present in case of what? Plant cell, which is different from the animal cell. That means animal cell have only single layer, that is living single layer of plasma membrane. Okay, remember the living layer, and the cell wall is non-living. Okay, so up to this clear? Now, so come about its definition. So this is how the plasma membrane is mostly what? Boundary or the outermost layer for the cytoplasm. Okay, it covers the cytoplasm, and it is also control the exit and entry of the molecules with its ion also. And that's why it maintaining the difference in the what? Ion concentration of the cytoplasm from the surrounding medium. So here we can mention that point. Come to its definition. So on the basis of structure, position and function. Okay, so come to this definition, that is the outermost boundary of the what? Cytoplasm. That means it covers the cytoplasm of the what? Cell, which controls the entry and exit of molecules and also ions, and thus it helps in maintaining the difference in the ion concentration, concentrations of the cytoplasm and the surrounding medium. So according to the basis of structure, function and position and function, the plasma membrane is the outermost boundary or the layer of the cell, which is control entry and exit of what? Molecules and also ion. And due to it control the entry and exit of the molecules and the ion, it also maintain the difference in the ion concentration of the what? Cytoplasm. Because this plasma membrane is so semi-permeable nature, that's why it controls the entry and exit of the molecules and also ion. Only needed substance get enter and also exit. Okay, you know that about cell wall, the first layer, the non-living layer, it is permeable kind. That means here any substance, ion molecules get enter or also exit from that layer. But when it get contact with the plasma membrane, the plasma membrane has separate what character, that is semi-permeable or selectively permeable. That means only selected molecules and ion get enter or exit from that layer. Okay, clear? Now come about structure of plasma membrane. Okay, so here structure of plasma membrane. So it is mostly what? Living. The plasma membrane what kind? Living, ultra thin, flexible, porous and also semi-permeable structure. So at that basis, different scientists view their models and also theories to explain this structure. Okay, so it is what? It is a living, ultra thin, flexible or elastic kind, flexible, also porous and semi-permeable. Okay, that's why many scientists give the various theory and also model to give explanation about structure of the plasma membrane. So here some models and theories name. See here. First one is PC molecular theory, which is given by Denon and Debson, 1930. Then come to second theory, that is model, unit membrane model. It was given by Robertson at 1959. Okay, after very long time. This one is 30, then this one is 59. Remember. Then come to the third one, Cavanagh's lipid pillar model. That is the scientist who given Cavanagh, that is at the year of 1965. Okay. Then fourth one is hydrophobic binding model. That is given by Benson at the year of 1966, and here, and the second scientist, that is Combe, at the year of 1966, and they given this model separately. Okay. Then fifth one is greater membrane model, which is given by or proposed by Lilienthal at the year of 1968. Okay. Now sixth model is composite model, that is given by Seal and Lin, 1970, and finally fluid mosaic model, which is given by Singer and Nicholson at the year of 1972. So this is all about the structural theory given, model and theory given by the different scientists to explain the structure of plasma membrane. Okay, they all theories or models are given by different scientists to explain the structure of plasma membrane. Clear? Okay. So out of 7 theory, one theory is most accepted, that is unit membrane model. Okay, and this is widely accepted by the scientists. So here we discuss about first unit membrane model. So see, this is the structure of unit membrane model of plasma membrane. So according to this model, the plasma membrane is mostly trilamellar structure. Tri means 3. Okay, 3 lamellar structure having a thickness of is about what? 75 angstrom. Its thickness is about 75 angstrom. Okay, and this is known as the trilamellar structure. Later I describe about that trilamellar structure. Then now next come is the about the layer. Here the layer, the two layer, the outermost layer, the both side of the layer is made up of protein. So which is cover the middle part, and this layer, okay, this two layer is, first layer is outer protein layer and the second layer is inner protein layer. Remember, okay, and they are mostly osmophilic in nature. The protein layer is osmophilic in nature, which is about 20 angstrom each. The outer layer is what? Outer protein layer is 20 angstrom, and here also inner layer also 20 angstrom. Remember, okay. So in between the two protein layers, here we can observe what lipid layer. Okay, and the lipid layer is made up of head and tail. Okay, this one is head, this one is tail part. Here you can see this one is head, likewise tail part. Okay, see here then. So what happened here? The head is known as hydrophilic end, or it is so hydrophilic nature. That means hydro means water, philic means who loves. That means this part is water loving part or water loving end, but the tail part, the tail region of the lipid, this one the lipid model. Okay, lipid layer. So lipid layer of the tail part is hydrophobic. Phobic means hate. Hydrophobic and also hydrophobic nature. That means water hating part. That head part is water loving part, and here water hating part. Sorry. Remember, okay? So that's why the head is known as hydrophilic end, and the tail is known as hydrophobic end. Okay, and here two layer of lipid layers seen. Likewise, protein layer 2, also lipid layer, also what? Two lipid layers are also present. And one important thing is that it is known as what? Trilamellar structure, but it has 4 layers. You can see first line is protein, then lipid, then protein. PLLP model, also it known as PLLP model. So here first layer is protein, then lipid, then protein. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4. It shows 4 layer. Okay, 4 layer. But when we observe top, or when we observe as top view, when we observe as top level, what we observe? This lipid layer seems like a single layer, single lipid layer. That's why it known as trilamellar structure. Otherwise, it is 4 layer. Clear? Okay. Now come about some thickness. So this lipid layer thickness is about 35 here, 35 angstrom. Medial lipid layer is about 35 angstrom, and sum total of these layers is 75 angstrom. Clear? Okay. So what happened in this case? Come to about lipid layer. It is mostly composed of 2 phospholipid layer. Okay, the lipid layer is phospholipid kind, and they appear to be a single layer when we viewed from the top. Already I told that. Okay, and this way they split up to, or they divided into 4 layers, 2 protein and 2 lipid. Okay, now come about some extra point about this model, that is some membrane, that is some plasma membrane, the cell organelles have trilamellar structure as described above, or described according to this, but it is known as also, according to that name, it also known as unit membrane model. Okay, due to carrying the nature of the, or it shows the nature of what structural level, it known as unit model or unit membrane model. Okay, the trilamellar structure model is known as what? Unit membrane model. Remember. Okay, and the thickness of the various, this is in this picture or this structure we will mention about up to 75 angstrom, but some cases or some plasma membrane differ. Okay, some cell that bear that particular plasma membrane, each and every cell that differ that the wideness of the, or the length of the plasma membrane. Okay, so it may be varies from the differ from cell to cell. So mostly it is varied in different cell, that epithelial cell of intestine. Okay, here write down the point. See, in case of plasma membrane of intestinal epithelial cell, or epithelium cell, shows about 195 angstrom, and in case of RBC cell, plasma membrane of RBC, it is so 215 angstrom. Okay, so this is about the length of the plasma membrane. Okay, and it is different cell to cell. Clear up to this? So this model is given by what? Robertson. Okay, remember, here already I discussed about this model. See here where Robertson at the year of 1955. This one is most important, the second. And now we also cover about this model, fluid mosaic model, that is given by Singer and Nicholson at the year of 1972. And the year are most important. Try to remember all of the year with the scientist name. Okay. So come here, the fluid mosaic model. Here the structure of the fluid mosaic model. See. So here in this case what happened? The layering is same. Okay. It also show 2 layer of lipid layer, and also it show the 2 layer of protein layer. Okay. But the difference is come, or some additional point is come in that protein layer. What is that? According to both of the scientists, what? The protein layer has two types of molecule. Okay, the protein layer is shows two type of molecules, that is extrinsic protein and intrinsic protein. Okay, so come about first intrinsic protein. What is that? So some molecule enters deeply when, here we can write down that point. So here I am just mentioned below that diagram. See, in case of intrinsic protein, so some molecule enter deeply. Okay, here the protein molecular enter deeply inside the what? Into the lipid layer. In that case, it is known as the protein molecule is known as intrinsic type. Okay, but if it is oozed out or this is not inserted deeply, then it is known as extrinsic protein. Okay, so write down that point. And one also most important thing, the intrinsic protein are or it is not can't be separated easily. Okay, it can't separate it easily, but in case of extrinsic protein, it is easily separated. Okay, so here about the definition. So some molecules enters deeply into lipid layer, okay, and call as intrinsic protein. Okay, and the second point is they can't easily separate it. Now come about extrinsic protein. What happens in this case? Some molecule, it is protein which do not enter deeply. Simple. Deeply into what? Lipid layer. And they easily separate. That's the difference between two what proteins. Okay, otherwise the structure is same as the unit model. Only the protein type are described in this model, fluid mosaic model. Okay, given by which scientist? Singer and Nicholson at the year of 1972. Remember, Singer and Nicholson. And the unit model is given by Robertson. Okay, and one third point is extra point is, see here what happened in presence of the light. If the light is present, then the protein is enter half into the lipid layer. Okay, if the light is present, it enter or the protein enter about half into the lipid layer. But absence of light, there only 1/3% remain inside. So here also we can mention that point. See, in presence of light, proteins enter about half. Okay, and that's why it is known as what? Half into what? Into the lipid layer, while in absence of light, they only 1/3% remain inside. First case is our what? This case is in extrinsic and first one is in intrinsic. Okay, clear? So this is all about the models. Now comes some extra function. So here it shows two functions. See here I am mentioning that point. Two important function of protein. So first one, it helps in the movement of molecules of the substance across the membrane. Okay, so the work of the protein is that the protein is helpful for is helpful in the movement of molecule of substances across the membrane. And the second one, they have in different enzymatic activity. Okay, enzymatic activity of the membrane or the plasma membrane. Okay, so here 2 points are very important. First one about its light intensity, that is it affects the light, how they affect the light. Here what I already write, see here this point. Okay, and about its function, very helpful for the movement of the molecules, who help the proteins. The two types of proteins helpful for the entry of the molecules or the substance across this plasma membrane, and also helpful for the different enzymatic activity of the membrane. Clear? So this is all about the introduction, definition, and also some structure. Okay. So if you like this video, so please hit the like button, share, comment, and subscribe the Botany Point, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for the regular updates. Thank you so much.